This is Lady Tchozn, sitting here with Brooklyn, from Brooklyn to Brooklyn. Well, not back anymore to Brooklyn.
I live in Tokyo now.
He lives in Tokyo now.
Brooklyn Terry, next to Tchozn with a T.
Sipping on some tea.
It's on tea.
That tea's on fleek, isn't it?
Fuck fleek.
He does not like the word fleek.
You know, if my tea is on fleek, like, I don't know if fleek is a dude.
You do use fly boy.
Yeah, it's just
fly
as
boy.
fuck. That shit is fly as fuck. So I guess Fly Girl, that reference is a World War II reference where they were talking about pilots. Pilots were the coolest people in the military. At one point, the whole world was saying fly, and people from New York still say fly.
Would you ever move back?
When I finish paying for my house.
His house is very, very dope. It's black.
The Black House. So if anybody knows about the Black House, back in the day, the Black Panther Party, they used to meet at the Black House. Don't get it twisted. There was a reason I did that.
Oh, what is your dance style?
Reaction to the music.
So you would not put yourself in a category?
Just reacting to what the music's telling me. And I have the information that's already within my body from years and years of doing it, but I'm just dancing.
If you're in a competition or battle...
I don't join the battle.
Okay.
The only time I'm involved in this battle world is when I'm judging. So, you know, people, I'm popular in the house world. But I've been in the world for so long, doing the dance for a while. And this is no respect to my brothers, my big brothers who joined the battles before. I don't feel like I have anything to prove. Battling people that are 20 years younger than me to prove something to them when I am part of the reason that they know this particular dance in the first place.
But isn't it the fact that if you're competing, you're being an example, not necessarily proving anything to anyone?
You're a Kung Fu teacher. You've been doing Kung Fu for 30, 40 years. Let's just say you've been doing 30, 40 years. Do you still compete in Kung Fu? No. Your example is through the way you share your information. The way I share my information with people is my example. The way I share my experience, the way I share my music, the way I share the movement, but not to join a battle, to have someone say I won or lost. If I want to battle someone, I will step to them face to face.
But you did battle though, right here in my home country, the Netherlands, at house dance.
Yep, and
forever.
When I did
2010 against
Capella. I was asked to judge the event.
Right.
I was actually kind of, because it's one of the first ones.
Okay.
In the beginning of House Dance Forever. I was kind of unclear about the whole thing. And then when I found out that I had the battle, I was like, all right, cool, whatever. I don't mind battling. And then when it came time to do the battle, I had to battle my little brother, my dude, Capella. And that battle, you have to bow out and say you won, or or you keep going. So by the second or third round, Capella said, okay, Terry, you won. But because of the way I felt during the battle, it felt silly. I said, I don't want to do this. So I told Capella, please take it and go with it. If you don't believe me, check the stats. Ask John, ask Capella. And I said on the mic, Capella's my little brother.
Right.
And where I'm from, you're supposed to hand things down. So this one is on you, Capella, take it and go with it. I wasn't interested.
If the world would look more like you, like the dancer's individual, then we would not have any battles.
But that's why this is for you guys' generation. You have to understand, I'm in my 40s, well in my 40s already. Why do I have to continue to do the things that 20-year-olds do?
But back in the days, you used to battle too?
Not at events. If I didn't like you, or you walked in the club where I'm always there, there was definitely going to be a battle.
Beef.
Yeah, beef.
Right.
So there was emotion behind the battle. And sometimes things got really, really, really raw, and there would be a fight. And I'm not promoting that. Just telling you.
Well, I think it took away from actual fighting, right? That is what dance.
Sometimes.
Afterwards, we still meeting out on the street.
Yeah. Afterwards, not either. I'm just tired of you.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm not promoting that at all. That wasn't dope.
Okay.
But the main thing that we didn't have were judges telling you whether you won or you lost.
Okay. Right.
Real motherfuckers, the one thing that they know is when they lost.
Right.
Come up to me, why did I lose? And then I have to, first of all, I gotta go through my files of like the 60 or 70 dances that I watched or whatever.
I know.
And then I have to explain to them why they lost. And for me, that's a very, 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 very strange thing. Because every battle that I've had that I've lost, and knew when and why I lost. And then sometimes you lose, not because of something that you did wrong,
right,
but because they did everything right. You know? So, and this is the stuff that the younger generation doesn't get yet. And they also don't get that the battles aren't everything. They put everything into the battle, and they put very little into being a great dancer. I'm gonna say this is real talk. Poppin' Pete was never in one of those battles. Joe and Khalif didn't join those battles until just a few years ago, and people knew them for years before that. Marjorie never was in one of those battles. Skeeter Rabbit was never in one of those battles. However, you will remember them forever. Marjorie has left us, Skeeter Rabbit has left us, but we'll remember them forever. About tie-dyes. If he never, ever joined a battle, ever in his life, people will remember him forever because he's fucking great. Period. Now think about that for a second.
right.
Just think about that. It's his greatness that makes you from Holland want to crump.
True.
And it's his greatness, being a great dancer, and his ability that changed the world to want to crump. Not him winning battles.
Right.
Think about that. So how important is the battle? Knowing that. And only great dancers do that. And a lot of these dancers are so focused on the trophy.
Right.
They're not focused on being a great dancer.
What advice would you have for dancers in general when it comes to themselves, judging themselves during a battle?
First of all, my advice is don't take that battle shit that seriously. It's not that serious. If you win, just buy your friends dinner. If you lose, ask your friend to buy you dinner. It's really not that
That's a good one. That's a good one.
What do I have to say? Yo, before you ever step out there into one of those battles, just know your shit. Know your shit. And then if you lose, look at it objectively. Yo, did this dude across me or this woman across from me just outclass me? Because sometimes that's what it is. Sometimes you just got outclassed.
Right.
And you just take that and you go. Don't be bugging the judges about why you lost and all of that stuff, because it is just a moment.
Right.
Tomorrow
A moment.
could be totally different.
True.
And if you lost the battle or if you won a battle, if you lose, that doesn't make you the worst. If you won, you're not the best. You just had a moment. A good moment or a bad moment. And just know that and leave the judges alone.
Right. When is technology then being used in a bad sense when it comes to our dance?
Sit and watch YouTube and it's verbatim copy the things you see off of YouTube. A very small amount of information you can get.
I've been to the States and I've seen indeed the culture of crump, for instance. There is a clash between European crumpers and USA crumpers. Because they feel that, you know, they're the heart of crump, and what we learn is by schooling. You know, I think that goes for Japan. I think that goes for other countries. I've heard people saying this a lot. Is it a USA thing?
No, it's
to feel entitled, or is it?
If I built a car, I'm entitled to drive that shit.
Right.
Everybody else is just a passenger. You have to think about the people who created these dances.
Right.
Right? The people who developed and pioneered these dances. These are young people from the hood. They weren't thinking about Holland. They were just dancing. One day, they look up and everybody's copying them. Now, I don't know if you know about old school hip-hop. Don't bite.
Okay.
Right? Don't bite. So one day they look up and the world is biting their shit. But they are getting no credit. You will get a little bit upset if that happened to you. One day, they're in their car that they built, and then they look in the rear view. It's all these motherfuckers sitting in the back seat. Where the hell y'all come from? Well, we here.
Right.
And that's the attitude. I didn't invite you here. Get out of my car. Right? That's the attitude. But that's how people feel. That's how people feel. And yes, because they are the creators and pioneers, they are a bit entitled to it because they got the knocks and pings and punches and dents that you guys didn't get. Didn't get. When people were looking at them like, that shit's whack, get that shit out of here. You guys didn't get that. You know, by the time you made it here, it's already popular. And they had already been through all the pains to make it popular. And now they see some people benefiting from what they created way more than they're benefiting. It hurts.
Right.
That means I'm in my car and everybody is like, yo, what's up, to all the people in the back seat, and like, yo, this is a dope car. Where'd you get this from? And I'm like, I built this shit.
Right.
Why are you giving them props when I fucking built this?